I know one thing. I've been watching a lot of golf.
I've
been watching a lot of golf. I'm not saying it because there's nobody in the room. I ain't saying like I'm not saying like it's a 9 or 9 o'clock tea time setup coming up in a couple of days.
There go Phil Mickelson.
My homeboy might try to get in with us. I told him he trying to go at 9.
Nah.
Did you set it for 9?
9 on Monday, whatever.
You didn't set it?
I didn't set it yet. I didn't.
Right.
But that's
You're
gonna be
not
the tea
sure.
time. I'm 100% going at 9.
Okay, you're just not sure.
You can't sleep, right?
You're not sure if you're going to golf Monday.
I'm 100% sure we going.
Okay.
I didn't make a tea time yet. Tell your man go too. Let's go.
But we don't have a tea time. You just want to go.
It's going to be a tea time close to 9 on a Monday. It's
Where?
going to be a tea.
You don't know that.
We're going to we playing 4 spots.
But you don't know it's going to be a tea
That's
time.
fine. I'll call in the morning.
And on that note, cue the intro.
Because business can go from, it's crazy, it go from $40 to $4,000. Right. Easy.
So the best 2 rides that just popped out of nowhere, yo. In this month, 2 month and a half, been this dog right here rode out that Crown Royal riding that Ride Peak.
They all 3 pretty good. And it changed my mind as far as the sour being my number 1.
Like the Sour Mash is no bullshit team. Like Cleveland is a threat.
I wasn't a fan of you, brother, but you showed me a lot. Just like with the Sour Mash. It showed me a lot just now. Chris Paul is the Sour Mash.
Mind one day just throwing it in the atmosphere, having a whiskey chasing spot.
There's good people in peace, love, and bourbon.
This is a Whiskey Chasers podcast. We back. You know what we do. Whiskey Wednesdays. Man, it's your man Charlie Bourbon.
On social media, Kyle.
Yo, every day.
I think before I get here. While I'm driving, I think of different ones.
Oh, man. Invisible bully in the cut.
Already, man. Shout out to the guys that not here. Just O, Bougie O. Shout out to Backpack on the camera, man.
In the building again.
No, in the building. Good
Unsung
brother.
hero.
Yeah,
Shout out
good,
to Backpack
good
Chris.
young brother, no question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's good to be back in the building, man. We got no social media. Kyle back.
I'm back.
We got Backpack back.
Yeah.
You know, Kyle. I mean, well,
Come
You
on.
know what
Come on.
you all right? You all right?
I'm trying to come out with my joke.
I rattled them a little
It's
bit.
holding me up. My joke don't
So
want to come out.
hold one and you look straight down. I rattled them a little bit. You know, I got you, brother.
Shout out to all my whiskey drinkers and golf players
got you, bro.
out there.
Uh-oh.
Whiskey and golf go hand in hand. So, you know, it's a classic sport. Just like this is a classic bottle we got right here.
Oh, yeah.
I like that segue.
Yeah, nice.
I like that.
Well, thank you.
I like that.
Nice.
Classic.
Nice.
Social media gonna like it too when he get out there.
I gotta give him a shine. No. But on the real though, this really kind of leading to vintage, whereas though, you know, vintage, that's a golf is like a vintage sport, but this is kind of like a vintage battle, right? So this was something that we kind of talked about. Say, hey, you know, what do you guys like that's old but kind of new, right? So this was just kind of like a vintage battle. So kick it a little bit for us, bro. Tell us about it.
This is a very vintage bottle. This is the original packaging labeling for the Old Forester 86 proof.
Right.
It's a lot of old Forester fans out there.
On it. You have to pour.
Right.
And it's a twist tap. It's a twist cap. Man.
That's how you know it's vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that, though, because the connotation for twist tops is normally that they're cheaper and not as good as some of the other stuff. Mm-hmm. But I mean, some of the other Old Foresters or, you know, other twist top bottles. I know the Evans Williams is really good. That white label.
Evans
I love that
Williams,
shit, man. And it's a white twist top.
Yeah, the
Shout
bottle and bar,
out my cousin came through with a bottle because people know I'm on the whiskeys. Evans Williams is 1783 single barrel was fire, and that bottle was probably like $25. Twist top, knocked that, went through that bottle, went through half of that bottle. Fire. Fire.
I had the honor of, shout out to Bougie O. Him and I had the honor of tasting the Evans Williams 12 year.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh yeah. I heard about it.
Bully was there too.
I only heard about it.
That
He
was
spoke
amazing.
highly about
Yeah,
that.
I only heard about
It's,
that.
it's simple.
Yeah.
Twist cap.
Yeah.
I think it was like a burgundy.
Red label,
like
right?
a red or burgundy.
burgundy,
label.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
One of the best drinks I've had, man.
And actually, I was wrong.
Wow.
That was the small batch. 1783 is a small batch. The single barrel had the twist top as well, but it's kind of like with the makers with the wax top. So yeah, but both of them good. But let me be correct
There you go.
and say the
There you go.
1783
We fixed
was
it.
a small batch.
We fixed it.
And then the other drink was a single barrel with the wax. But I drank both of them.
But Twist Top is still good.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Because
In my book, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
like-
still good.
Yo, but we get some corks that's trash.
yeah.
We had plenty of corks. We had plenty of bottles that we had the MSRP, the $115, and we give it a 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, nah, I ain't getting that again. I'd rather go buy something for $35. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
This
One of
isn't
my
bad.
favorite daily sippers is the Evans Williams Bottle and Bond.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a twist top.
Absolutely.
Wow.
the
It's
green, the
fantastic.
green joint. They got the green. It got some.
It's white and
No, that's the
green.
white joint.
Oh,
white
it has,
one.
oh yeah, it has
Yeah,
like the
got
green.
green.
The white with
Yep.
the
Yeah, it
green
does
stripping
have-
on it.
yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Yep.
white
Yeah.
with like the green strip.
That's
like-
one of my go-tos for my bourbon sours.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's all, I mean, the bottle like $16, $17.
Yeah.
Right. So just that and some sour mix.
Yeah,
Woo.
yeah.
I like the Rittenhouse. That's a twist top too.
Oh yeah.
Rittenhouse rye. Solid.
And it's funny because I remember when Bourgeois had the virtual joint. Dude had the Rittenhouse making the
Rittenhouse,
mixed
yeah.
drinks, and
Yep.
I went and
Yeah,
grabbed the
yeah,
bottle
yeah,
right
yeah,
there,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Yeah, that's how we found out about it, I
Yeah,
believe.
Yeah, that's
Shout
exactly
out,
how
shout
we found out about
Shout
it.
out
But
Bougie. Yeah,
Contrary
pretty
to
good,
belief, if y'all hear twist off bottles are bad, that's not true all the time.
all time.
Some of it's
Right.
trash,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, no doubt.
There's some good ones mixed in there. But back to the old four.
This
Yeah,
isn't
sorry.
bad.
It's an 86 proof, so it's real quiet. That's the thing I like about Old Forester. They don't really have nothing to not punch you in the face. It's always here, it's here. But like it's truly consistent. It's a good Foreman Brown product. It's well crafted.
Brown Foreman.
Brown, I said, you know what I mean.
For the
Foreman
critics.
Brown. Sorry, yeah, I got it.
We got it.
But
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's you always gonna get some good juice in there. It's
What
gonna-
else do they produce? The brown.
They give you the Woodford Reserve.
Jack
Jack Daniel.
Jack
Yeah.
Daniels, yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're consistent.
Jack Woodford, I know is like the top. I'm sure they got other things, but you know, it's just they own Jack Daniels. They've been around forever. Like even the bottle, that's like the signature from George.
George Garvin.
George
Yep.
Brown, who's originated. Like they've been around since way before Prohibition. Everybody sell themselves as, oh, I'm the oldest bourbon producer and all that, but they really supposed to have been
So
around
Foster
forever,
really
so.
is old.
Yeah. You gotta figure.
That was for Just O.
if you got yeah.
Shout out Just O. Old Forester is just it's just good juice.
It's good juice, and that's something you chase. Like if you see, I'm a store pick guy. If it's a Old Forester store, I want it. Old Forester store pick, no question, no doubt, I want it because it's gonna be it's 90% chance it's gonna be some good juice. So
Yeah,
we
this
kick,
is pretty good.
if we kick it to like we were saying on the vintage side, right? So you tell me like in sports, tell me something that you really think is a great vintage rivalry. Right now we got Duke UNC. That's a vintage rivalry. Tell me a vintage rivalry that you like.
I'm gonna throw this one out there. It's not a happy time for us right now, but Lakers Celtics.
That's what's up. Oh yeah, you really can't get more vintage rivalry than that.
But we ain't winning right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Invisible, tell me a good vintage matchup
Hurts to
on
be a
your
Lakers
side.
fan right now.
But I
Go ahead.
got two. I got one because I'm a hometown person, and then one I got Red Sox Yankees.
Yes.
Definitely vintage. You talking about old rivalry, and then the other one. I don't know how much I can say vintage, but when you talk about rivalry, I think it has the potential to get to a
about to say
point.
the one I'm-
Ravens Steelers.
I already know.
That's what I was
Ravens
Yeah,
Steelers.
you already
man.
know
Like,
that's what we thinking.
I mean, but even when you say it now, when you say you think 10, years ago, you think hard nose. You gotta bring your lunch pail and your hard hat. It's gonna be a knockdown, drag out, and that's what this kind of reminds me of. Like this is, it's not gonna like you know what you're getting when you get this, and you know what you're getting when you get Ravens Steelers.
I'm gonna throw one out there that people probably really ain't thinking about a lot. It's lacrosse season just started last week. Duke, Maryland, lacrosse. Big battle between them has been going on for years, and continuously they always at the top of the rankings in the country. That's the crazy part about this little small radius of Baltimore proper. You got Loyola, that's good. That's highly
I was
ranked.
gonna ask, where's Hopkins?
Hopkins is highly
Yeah,
ranked.
that's
You
what I
got teams, right? You got some excellent lacrosse teams that's like literally some of them 5 blocks away from each other. That's nationally ranked teams. But yeah, you can go. You definitely you can go Hopkins Duke for a rivalry. You go Maryland Duke, like there's some serious rivalries on the lacrosse tip. What you say, bro? He took the Steelers Ravens. You say
he
you go
took
over
it.
there.
He took that. This is actually pretty good. I usually don't double back, but this is pretty good.
Yeah.
So Old Fuss, I think you did a good job when you got Charlie Bourbon spinning the block.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that too. Go on and hand it over here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. But
Excuse me, because it's giving me that classic bourbon. Like I'm getting some tobacco notes. I'm getting some smoky notes. I'm getting some caramel notes. I'm getting it all, and I'm like, okay, this is nice.
Yo, the
finish is long, too.
the 100 proof joint with this, I think, it's super serious to me, and that's probably like a $30-something bottle. The 100 proof, or that not the prohibition style bottles, but these, the 100 proof joints is that's my joint.
Yeah. Old Forester makes good.
That Old Forester 100 proof.
Well,
joint
to your
is-
point, Old Forester Rye is probably my everyday go-to.
Yo, yeah.
Okay.
That's joint.
Okay.
The green, with the again, I know the label colors.
Yep, that's
You know,
100 proof. I want
Yeah,
to say.
he always say I
the
can't
rye
smell.
is
I look at colors. That's the right color.
That's my go. That's my go-to.
Colors.
Yeah.
And I feel like the straight bourbon, that one has like an orange strip on the label, I believe.
Yeah. No,
Old Forester just
100,
has-
100,
Yeah, they got a
100 proof.
They
selection.
got so many options.
Yeah,
They
I like
got-
the Bowden Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even what you said about the vintage when you said UNC Duke, it's crazy how like Final Four time around April.
Yeah.
Every year you go back to the vintage. So kind of to Charlie Bourbon's point of, sometimes you just gotta go back to your vintage bourbon.
Yep.
It's like you watch all these teams play and you watch all the upsets, and St. Peter's is great and Michigan back, and then it's like by the time you get to the last four, it's UNC, Duke, Villanova, and Kansas. Like you know what it's gonna end up with.
It's gonna be a dogfight.
Even though we Maryland people, man, we gotta still shout out Coach K, man. He really.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though they're blue blood school, Duke really is. He still get him in there.
And he started that.
Yeah. You guys shot.
I remember playing this video game.
I
Coach
can't
K
stand it. I
basketball.
find myself rooting for Duke, which is
Painful.
Yeah. As a Carolina fan,
Yeah,
shout out to Coach
man,
K.
it's painful,
You
man.
did a great job. I can't even
Painful,
hate on
man.
Coach K.
But as we shouting out Coach K, much respect to Hubert Davis.
Yeah. Oh man. And he was
Because he
passionate
came
about-
in
man.
and everybody thought he was gonna be some crap.
Yeah,
He following Roy
yeah,
Williams, who's
yeah,
following Dean.
yeah.
So you following the legend that's following the legend.
Yes, absolutely.
And you in the Final Four in
Absolutely,
your first
100%.
joint, man. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
and they were unranked most of the year. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yo, the way his passion, man, he could not hold back his emotion because he was so much like, you never know what they really said when you come and you see UNC up there and you really put your jacket on and you walk and look and you in the Final Four versus Duke. Come on, dog. Like, it gotta make you feel a certain type of way, man.
That's gotta be how it feels to be a whiskey chaser. I'm saying for
I take
everybody
that.
that's watching too. Like
Right,
you walk into
yeah.
a store
Right.
and you get a
Shameless
bottle
plug.
Right.
that you've been trying to find for a long time.
Right,
You like,
right,
yo,
right.
I'm a chaser.
I got it. I found it.
Hold on. Cause we've been shouting out UNC and Duke. Shout out Maryland's 20th anniversary of us winning the national championship. That's this year. Shout out
Gary
Vaughn
Williams.
Dixon, Gary Williams, Lonnie
Wow.
Baxter. Shout out
Terp Nation.
Yeah, shout out about 20 years ago. when
20
we didn't
years
think-
ago?
Yeah, 20. We beat
Wow.
Indiana. I remember that game clearly. I remember where I was at and everything. Yes.
Wow.
20 years ago, we beat them. We never thought. We just came through. Yo, we played more efficient than anybody. Wilcox was that dude.
Oh yeah.
Wilcox was that
Cleaned up
dude.
everything
Cleaned
on the
up
board.
everything.
Shout out to Chris Wilcox.
Yes. Chris Wilcox cleaned up
Terps
everything.
basketball.
So this sounds like a winner. What grade are y'all giving this?
I'm biased because I'm an old Forrester guy anyway. So I'm gonna give this a B, solid B for me. I'm just a fan
Same
of old
here.
Forrester.
B. Same
I-
here.
just
no
a fan.
argument there.
Yeah,
I think we straight across the board.
Give it a B. I ain't got no
Same
problem
here.
with that.
Yeah.
I was
Give it a
definitely
B.
thinking a B.
I love
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
Forester. If
Yeah.
it's the rye, if it's the straight bourbon,
Yeah.
if it's any of the ones that was part of the Whiskey Row or the Whiskey Series, that's the 1870, the 1910, the 1920, and what's the other one? 1897.
Yeah.
All of those are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
this
gonna
is
reach
solid.
across. This ain't part of the podcast, but my man Charlie
Oh, I
Bourbon
thought I
got
was
me.
gonna
He got me a
Wow.
Statesman. He
Oh,
got me
yeah.
a Statesman
Oh,
for
yeah.
my birthday a couple
Statesman
years
was dope.
ago. I had never seen the Old Forester
Yeah.
Statesman.
And I don't even have one. That's a beautiful thing. When your friends look out for you, it's a beautiful thing.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing
That's
is
what
caring.
whiskey is about.
Yeah. No doubt.
It didn't matter what it was. I was like, this is something that I haven't even had. I'm going to give it to my man for his birthday.
I appreciate
But
it.
and again, let me reach back over the table to the enforcer and Bougie Yo. Come on, get in on that one. All
Shot,
right.
yeah.
Because they bought me a bottle I didn't have.
Yeah.
The Frank Sinatra,
Oh, yeah.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
That was a pretty
Hello.
bottle, too.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, we're going to get this for my man.
Yo,
Gotcha.
that is not your average day bottle right there.
If you see the Sinatra
Fantastic.
Jack Daniels, get it.
We need to do a show about something that I have seen that's in the same realm about that. We're gonna do a show about it. It's
Okay.
coming.
Okay.
It's coming on the podcast. I ain't gonna put the name out there.
Okay.
Yeah, don't.
But it
Make
got
it-
some of the same kind of remnants of that.
Okay.
I look forward to it.
Yeah,
I look
Okay.
we
forward
getting
to it.
out there though.
So as we said,
So
this
be
is a
across
B.
the board.
Be across the board.
Be
Okay.
across the board.
We would
If you
get it,
see
definitely.
Old Forester,
Yeah.
folks, most cases you can't go wrong. So
Solid.
definitely shout out to Old Forester.
Give it a
They
try.
make
You
some
may not
good
see this
juice.
one.
Yeah,
You may
Right.
not see this
You
one.
might not see that one,
But Old
but they
Forester,
got a
do it.
range to pick from.
No question.
Brown Foreman is a winner. Go for Old
Or
Forester.
Foreman Brown.
Or Foreman Brown. Or Foreman Millers if you want. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
Or George Foreman.
Foreman Grill.
Go wrong with that. Yeah.
Foreman Grill. Why not?
$1 billion
Man,
off a grill.
imagine somebody come to you like, we're gonna sell some grills in your name. You're like, all right, I'll do it. $50 million, $100 million later.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something crazy I read. Hulk Hogan actually got the
turned
call
it down.
first.
He
and
turned it down.
I didn't know
He
that.
turned it down. I know
I didn't know
that.
that. That's
Yo,
crazy.
he turned
He
it
probably was on
down.
there like,
Yes, he turned that down. Yeah.
36-inch python, brother.
Yes.
Can't fit on the grill.
Yeah. But hold on. But George Foreman named all his kids George, so he take
did.
any deal. Like,
did.
come on, can we call it a George? I'll take it. We can call it a George.
And with that being said, this is another episode of Whiskey Chasers
Yes, sir.
Podcast. We thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. It's your man, Charlie Bourbon.
No social media, Kyle.
The Enforcer.
I gotta start going before him. Invisible bully in the cut.
Kept it simple on that one. Kept it simple on that
Shout out to the guys, man.
Yeah.
Just old and Bougie Yo.
Yeah.
Backpack on the camera.
Young homie.
And the
Appreciate it as
36-inch
always.
pythons,
Back,
brother.
Ooh.
And Bourbon.
Yeah.
Cheers, good people.
Yeah.
Cheers.